Hey everybody. Welcome. I am gonna stop sharing my computer sound for right now. Okay. How's everybody doing?
Good.
Good. Um, those of you who, let's see what we have going on in the chat, if anything right now. Let's see who we have here. Um, so my name is Emma. I am the game master for Greatest Guardians Gaming Network, and it is a group of shows, podcasts, and streams that put on different tabletop role playing games, different plots, different stories. And this is our first night, our first episode of Adventure Chronicles Galaxy's Greatest. And this is a a spin-off, there we go. A spin-off or a separate story related to Volume 1 of Galaxy's Greatest. So if you watched, or rather listened to Galaxy's Greatest, and you are interested in that story, then it would be super cool if you would tune in and listen to us as well. We hope that you'll enjoy. I am normally the game master for Greatest Guardians Gaming Network, whatever shows we have going on. However, today I am stepping back from that position, and Tommy is taking the lead on that. We are playing Starfinder, which is an awesome role-playing game created by Paizo, and Tommy's going to be our game master. I am just going to be a player, which I am so excited for because
Welcome to your new role.
thank you. We've got a couple announcements, I think. Do we have announcements, Tommy?
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got a couple announcements. Another thing, we've got Dan from the original podcast crew, who is with us as well. He is going to have his camera off for a bit, and then he'll be turning it on in a little while. So you'll get to see his face as well. But I think that's everything that I have. Welcome. Oh, hi, Dawn. How are you? Dawn is watching. Okay. Cool. Tommy, take it away. It is all yours.
All right.
Go for
Thank
it.
you so much, Emma. I think we're going to start first with everyone introducing themselves, their human name, and how much experience they have with role-playing games in general. And then I'm going to go over a few things that the players already know, but the listening audience might need to hear a little bit more about before we begin. My name is Tommy, like Emma said. The majority of my experience comes from 5th edition D&D. I've been playing and DMing that for about 5 years. I only have limited experience in Starfinder. Emma's really the person who got me into Starfinder, and I've done a couple of small campaigns with her. So, yeah, I am very excited to be here, and I'm very excited to kill off a couple characters.
Oh, no.
Oh, God.
So soon.
I'm afraid because I love my character so much. Should we introduce, yeah, let's introduce ourselves. Who wants to start?
I'll start. So my name is Miguel. I've been playing Starfinder pretty casually for about a year and a half. I think I started with Emma in a campaign way back when. So I have some experience, with the whole role playing game. Not a ton. So I'm still learning, every session. But I'm excited to be here. Excited to do this. Yeah. Do I need to introduce my character? I missed that.
I didn't say that, but
Okay.
yes, feel free to do that.
Sure. So the character that I'm playing, his name is Tomer. He is a mystic dwarf, and hopefully we get to learn a little bit more about him as we get closer to starting. But I'm excited. I'm really excited to get this going.
I can jump in then. I am Claire. Pronouns she, her, or they, them. Um, I have very limited experience with D&D or Starfinder, so just be prepared for me to stumble my way through this and ask a lot of logistical questions. There are things just don't want to stick in my brain, and I have to ask Emma every time, so be prepared for that. My character is Zeneval or Zene. She is a witch warper, and can you remind me the name of the race? Because it switched. I did know the race.
Yeah.
Wasn't that clear? There is a little logistical switch around.
Yeah, we were using a third party book for some of the races from a previous game that we were playing together to kind of get situated as a group. Um, and you were playing an Arathi in that game, but you are now playing a Goran, Ghoran, which is functionally basically the same type of thing. Yeah, plant person.
Writing it down so I at least got the name.
You're good. You can ask again. I don't mind. Should I go now?
Go for it.
All right. Hi, my name is Emma. I use she, her pronouns. And my, let's see, my experience with tabletop role playing games, I would say I have about 5 years of experience. I started with Pathfinder Second Edition. I played some really casual games of Fifth Edition, actually with Claire and a couple friends, at your university. And I liked it. And then the first like real game that I ever had that was like a long term campaign was a Pathfinder's first edition campaign, which I played for like 4-ish years, like 3 years. And then I got into Starfinder about 2 to 3 years ago. So probably like 4 or 5 years that I've been playing. Yeah. Now I'm playing Pathfinder Second Edition as well. Cool.
Who are you
me.
playing?
Oh, I am playing Rayleigh, who is she is the sister of Lexi from Volume 1 of Galaxy's Greatest. Lexi, whose animal companion was Brick, the Thakasa. And Rayleigh is an electrically attuned Solarian, which is a new class, or a new alternate class feature to the Tech Revolution book. Yeah, that's me.
And that leaves me, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
and she's a Lashunta. There we go. Sorry.
Oh, nice. Hi, my name's Dan. He, him are my pronouns. Experience with RPGs. Huh. It's a lot. I was playing D&D
You're
for
old.
first edition. I played Robotech, Rift, Heroes Unlimited. I mean, you name it. I tried quite a few, and they're all really fun in their own way. And now I'm a big fan of Starfinder. The character I'm playing is named Ignis the Shrapnel Baron, and he's an android. He gave himself that title, by the way, because he's very fond of himself. He's a mechanic. I forgot to mention that. And I don't believe he has any relations to the other characters yet.
Thank
That's
you all. So here we begin. We are going to open this story in a small tavern in Kabarat, on the planet Castrovel. And each of your characters finds themselves in this tavern on this one night. You just happen to be in this tavern. Your own backstories and reasons have brought you here. And the tavern it's sort of on the poorer side of town. The tavern is called the Broken Mirror, and the drinks are cheap. The fellowship is plenty. There are plenty of like spaceport workers and a lot of like menial laborers in here, just enjoying the company. And what I'd like to hear one thing from each of you guys. Like, what is your character doing in this tavern? What sort of people would they be interacting with, or what's something that would happen with this tavern and your characters? And let's start with Emma.
So you see there's a Lushunta woman sitting at a table, and she has her personal comms device, like her little handheld iPhone or whatever. She's taken it off her wrist and she's holding it in her hands, and she's just like texting. She's got her head hunched over. She's looking at her phone and she's texting. She has bright pink hair that is pulled up into a bun, and she has an undercut underneath her hair, like in the very back. Um, the she's wearing a leather jacket, a black leather jacket with like silver studs coming off of the shoulders, and she has a pair of black skinny jeans on that end in a cuff at the ankle. And then she's wearing some, like, whatever the Starfinder space versions of Converse are. She's wearing, like, high top Converse with a white tongue and black sides to them. And she's dressed in all black, basically, with that really bright pink hair. She's texting on her phone, and she's wearing a pair of like really big headphones around her head, around her ears, and she's just like rocking out to some music while she texts. She takes a sip of her drink, puts it down, goes back to texting, looks around the room, keeps texting, and that's what she's doing.
Awesome. Miguel, go ahead and share us a little bit from your character.
Sure. So, as you look towards the back of the tavern, you kind of see this hooded figure, kind of slumped in a little chair. Um, he's a small little guy, and next to him, you have just laid out, leaning on the table, is a little assault hammer, right? And he has his hood on with a drink in front of him. And as you approach him, you kind of realize his eyes are closed. Um, Now, is he sleeping? It may appear like he's sleeping, right? But really, he's absorbing the voices in the tavern, kind of picking up on a little combo here, picking up on a combo there, and kind of just centering himself, right? And just, I guess, kind of doing a little mental check, because as a mystic, you always have to, be fresh, so to speak. So he's kind of just in the corner observing.
Cool. Thank you very much. Claire, let's hear what Zene is up to.
Yeah, so Zene is standing by the bar waiting for a drink. She is kind of eyeing the place a little bit, trying to figure out if it's a place where she's gonna have a fun time for the night or not. She's a little bit on the shorter side, kind of around 5'4", 5'5", with short hair that almost it looks like / maybe is like long grasses or thin vines that end pretty severely, almost like just like a very straight shortcut. Her skin resembles like a very light grayish white bark. And similarly, her clothes are partly grown, so wearing what looks to be like a sweetheart neckline corset, essentially, with some darker blue flowers and mosses. Um, but don't let that fool you into thinking that she looks all perky and, ready for laughs. She's got a very serious, sort of standoffish look in her eye.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I'm
think that-
actually taking notes when you guys talk, so
Oh man.
Dan, what do we have?
Oh man. So Ignis is hovering in front of the jukebox, like one hand on top of it and headbanging to music, whether it's the music that's actually playing or some other music that he's hearing. He's having a great time. His pants are like a baggy cargo pant, and the color of them keeps changing. It's going through the neon spectrum of different colors. It doesn't look like he's wearing anything on his upper torso, but it's clear that there's something there. You just can't quite make out exactly what it is. His body's covered in really shitty tattoos. Like they're just poorly done. Over his left pec is a crudely drawn anarchy logo. And on each of his joints, like his knees, his elbows, his wrists, he's got like these pads that have these crude spikes built into them. On his head is a poorly crafted mohawk that's very spiky, but it's not hair. It's actually metal because Ignis is an android. Dangling from his belt is a variety of electronic devices that you can't quite tell exactly what they are, and they're all blinking at various intervals, each with their own distinctive light.
So cool.
Exciting. All right. So, on this night, there is a commotion outside. You're not really sure what's going on, but somewhere down the street, there's a couple of voices shouting. There's like you can tell, even though there's like noise and a bunch of people in this bar, like something weird is going on outside. So I'd like you guys to either make a perception check or, oh, I'm gonna out myself right now. I'm gonna call it Arcana. Is it still called Arcana in Starfinder?
Mysticism. Yeah. Mysticism.
Mysticism.
All right. I'm going to go mysticism. Uh-oh, Foundry froze on my screen.
Someone rolled a dice.
I think it was me.
The Foundry game roller is kind of fun.
It is fun. I like it. It's really well done.
Yeah.
So I need to... Let's see. Hopefully that worked. Looks like my Foundry is frozen, and that is the Foundry that is presenting. So I'm going to need to exit Foundry and reopen it, but let's keep the story moving, and I'll let you know when it's ready to log back in.
I have the answers from the rolls, so...
Cool. Perfect.
How do you... Did I do it right?
You gotta do a
backslash?
backslash before writing roll, and then
Got
space 1d20 plus whatever your mod is.
Dan, did you roll perception or mysticism?
I rolled perception because I have no skill points in mysticism.
Okay. Claire, it looks like your roll didn't go through either. You need to type /roll and then what you typed.
Yeah, I'm working on that, and then it refused to let me like submit that.
Yeah,
Probably
same.
because
Go ahead and log back in for me. It should be
Oh, it
open
says
now.
game paused. How do we do that? Just follow the link again?
you should be able to hit the refresh button in your browser.
Oh.
Thank you, Don, with the background. He said our background looks awesome. Some of the die, yeah, it does look like it sometimes gets cocked. Kind of weird. Okay. Is it working? We good?
I gotta
I gotta
re-enter
rejoin.
enter the password.
What do we see or hear, Tommy?
Yes, I'm here.
What do we see or hear?
Oh, I was logging back in myself.
Cool.
So we only have half of the rolls, which is part of the problem. Okay, so Dan, with a perception of 20, Ignis the Shrapnel Baron is going to. I'm going to use the full name the whole time. You're going to regret it
love
by
it.
the end of the night.
Oh, I don't think I will.
He's going to realize that there's a being outside in the street, like running towards the tavern. And there's a couple of other people like on the street that are sort of like scurrying away from this being. They're not really like they're you don't know if they're scared of it or like what's going on, but there's one being that's heading towards the tavern, and everyone else seems to be sort of dispersing away from it. Tolmer, what is Tolmer's mysticism? Okay, a 15. With a 15 mysticism, Tolmer, you're going to realize that this being is telepathic. You're going to sort of sense that there are these thoughts coming towards you, and they're really quite erratic. They're kind of difficult to understand. If if you were to talk to another telepathic being that spoke, very similarly to you, then you'd be able to understand it very easily. But this is a little scattered, and you're not quite following what's going on. Zene, that's a 22 for perception.
Mysticism.
Mysticism.
Also, I had a 17 for mysticism. I'm not sure if it went through in the chat.
Okay. 17 for mysticism. You're going to get pretty much the same thing that Tolmer got. Zene, you're going to recognize sort of the pattern in which the thoughts are coming to you. You sort of feel like it's familiar. You have learned to speak spoken languages around your party members, but you feel like maybe it has some sort of similar connection to nature as you do. You recognize some of these thoughts a little bit. There's a lot of like forests going on in these thoughts, and you feel a little bit like you've gone back home a little bit. And all of a sudden, this being barges in the front door, and you see in front of you. Can I pull all players to screen?
Whoa. That's so cool.
Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. That's creepy looking thing.
This is the being you see in front of you.
Hey.
And all of a sudden, in your head, you start hearing words. The being speaks to all of you simultaneously, telepathically. And you hear, "Hello, I am Distress Bell 4. Greetings. I bear an urgent message from my people, for I am Distress Bell 4. We are under attack." And then, telepathically in your head, you start seeing these images that Distress Bell 4 is sending you. And there's images of these roots being cut by a knife. These other beings that look like Distress Bell being dragged away. And then they get dragged, and then all of a sudden it's like they're cut off from the world, and there's this feeling of loneliness and this feeling of isolation. Um, and Distress Belfour sort of doesn't really look around the room, but sort of just realizes that there are many beings in this building. And Distress Belfour says, I do not know where I am. I have come through the elven portal to seek help for my people. Will some of you aid me?
Okay. So Rayleigh takes her headphones off, and as soon as Distress Bell 4 says we are under attack, Rayleigh immediately grabs her headphones. And then as she grabs them, her headphones turn into a small arm weapon. That she then puts, like, pointed at the ground at her side, and then she immediately looks at this plant person. Then Rayleigh steps forward and says, yeah, I guess I can help.
Ignis looks up from the jukebox completely distracted, and then unhooks one of the devices on his hip, and begins twirling it in his finger as he kind of like sillily saunters towards this thing speaking to him, as he like bebops his head back and forth, and otherwise doesn't say anything.
Zene looks tense and unblinking, but her voice is very casual as she says, and where exactly did you come from?
I come from through the portal. I live in my lands with my people.
Lands. That's what lands.
Can I give some world background, Tommy?
Yeah.
All right. So on Castrovel, there is a continent called Ukalam. And Ukalam is basically shut off from the entire planet. It is a scientific place of study, or a place of scientific study, and not much more, because it is, if I remember correctly, and Dawn, feel free to chime in and correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it is the ancestral home of the elves. And there's quite a bit of archaeology there within the jungles and the forests that the Castrovellian governments want to keep preserved. And the only way to get to Ukalam is through portals that connect to the city of Kabarat, or different parts of Castrovel. But there are portals within Kabarat. So, yeah.
And I mean, if you've been in Kabarat a while, you would know of this portal, but you've never been through it. You've never really even seen anyone go through it. You know the portal exists. It's like a monument in a city. You know it exists, but you don't really know what goes on there.
Okay. Then Zene knocks back her drink, which finally came, and kind of does a like, okay, what the hell? I'll at least see what's going on.
So Tolmer, he's gonna open his eyes, still has his hood on. He's gonna look at the creature, and he's gonna kind of twiddle his thumbs on the table, or his fingers, just a little. He's gonna ask it, and why should I help you?
Because I am Alarm Bell 4. My purpose is to warn others of any alarming incidents and seek help when in need.
Can you quickly describe again what that vision was of what was happening?
Sure. So, you saw like these roots getting cut by a sharp knife-looking thing, and then some beings that looked similar to the being that stands in front of you getting dragged away, and then the feeling of darkness and being alone and isolation.
I'm gonna ask, how long ago did these beings attack?
Estimated time of attack is 1 hour and 47 minutes and 32, 3, 4 seconds.
That's good. Tomer's he's gonna groan a little bit. He's gonna lean back. He's just gonna stay silent. He might go, just kind of keep observing.
So aside from you guys, the rest of the bar seems to just like either they're too drunk or they've got work tomorrow and they're not dealing with this. Like they've gone like shunned the front door, like whatever, stop invading our minds with this talk. Let's get back to drinking. The rest of the bar doesn't seem too interested.
Rayleigh looks down at her phone and she starts texting. And she says, I don't think my sister can get here in time. She'd probably help. I guess I could help. I wonder if the authorities would be on time if we tried to get help from them. It's a big city. You never know if we'd be able to get there in time for whatever help we need to provide.
The portal is just down the street. The city is not that big. Please, any and all who will help, come with me back through the portal.
Rayleigh walks forward.
Ignis begins bebopping forward.
Zenny is like, well, you heard the leaf. We going or not?
He's going, but he's gonna be the one in the very back. Kinda, fine. I guess I'll go.
Okay, and this being's going to turn around and walk out the door, with you guys following. And as you're starting to walk down the street towards where you know this portal building is, the alarm bell is going to turn to you, and it looks as if like vines on their being are like rearranging as one of the arm-like ligaments reaches inside, and Alarm Bell pulls out what looks to be a small electronic device. And Alarm Bell says, I found this device amongst the dropped belongings of the attackers. I do not know what it is for. And reaches it out and tries to hand it to, I guess not Tolmer, but anyone else who's within arm's distance that's willing to reach a hand out to grab it.
Oh yeah, Ignis is all over that. He's very curious.
So Ignis, give me an investigation check.
There is not an investigation skill, but I'm guessing either perception's an equivalent or perhaps.
Computers engineering
Computers. Yeah, computers will work.
Okay, here we go. That's a good one for me.
I should pull up a skill list.
Here
Names.
Oh, damn! It's so close to being a lot. So 16, because I rolled a 4.
Okay. You almost immediately recognize it as some sort of like just data holding device, like an iPad, in the future. And pulled up on it, the most recent file is authorization to travel through the portal.
So I see this, and I hold it above my head with 2 hands, and Ignis says, "Authorization!"
Rayleigh, like, you okay?
Tomer's going to let out a big.
Yeah, Zenny just kind of raises her eyebrows and mutters under her breath, like, I should have just kept drinking.
And I think Rayleigh looks back over at Ignis and says, hey, what's your favorite band?
Oh no. Did we ever discuss any music? And
I don't think so.
I don't think we did. All right. It's like, oh, you want to know my favorite music? It's a band called The Stray Appendages.
Oh, yeah, like indie metal, right?
Oh yeah, it's the best.
Okay, cool. Well, I'll check them out. That's, And she says, I'm listening to the... God damn it.
Yeah, it gets ya.
I'm listening to the Abyss 4.
Oh, they're new. Authorization!
At this point, Zenny kind of like rolls her eyes and is like, look, are we going through a portal or am I going back to the bar?
And as you say that, you actually notice that that building's getting closer. And you... Welcome, Dan.
Hello.
You walk up to this portal, and Distress Bell just tries to like walk straight through the portal, and there's these 2 armed guards on either side, and they sort of look at each other in like a doubting look, and then they like lightly try to stop Distress Bell. They're not really sure what they're supposed to do. But then as they see you guys coming up behind Distress Bell, they definitely decide to like stop you guys. And one of them looks at you and says, please describe your what you're doing here.
Oh, hang on.
Ignis will say, "Skippity pap!" and point at the plant creature.
Rayleigh, she looks at the rest of the group. She says, "Oh, we're going past the portal to check on just check on our friends, make sure that they're okay. We're part archaeologist, part biologist, and her friends are beyond the portal. We need to make sure that we can study their archaeological site near where they live, and also investigate a potential kidnapping. Very official." And she's gonna... Do you need me to roll a bluff? Probably.
Yes.
Yeah.
In an attempt to aid, I would like to take the computer device and like thrust it with both hands at the guards and say, "Authorization!"
Go for it.
21.
All right.
Okay.
Let's see if this aid works. Oh, that's the wrong platform.
You put it in the Zoom chat.
Nope, I fail.
They're like deeply considering they're deeply considering what Rayleigh is saying, and then there's just this loud like authorization, and they're like a little like thrown off by it. And they don't really even understand you're trying to hand it to them. They just think that you're holding up like a plaque. Um,
Yep.
and they're like, "Hmm, on whose orders?"
At this point, Zene, again, rolling her eyes as always, um, kind of walks up and stands a little straighter, puts on a little bit of a sweeter voice, and is like, look, I'm sorry about them. As she said, they're researchers. So, as you can understand, social cues, not their strong suit, but I understand you guys are just doing your job and doing it fantastic. But clearly, we have the authorization to go through. And honestly, it's a little time sensitive. So, you really can trust it if you want to take the time to call someone down here and like sort all this out. I get it, but like honestly, it's gonna come back to you. Like we have to get over there. This is an emergency.
Can you roll diplomacy?
Oh, yeah, on this plan. Okay.
And you can use your own die too if you want, anybody. But I like the die here on Foundry. They look really good.
So 19.
He's gonna say, "Oh, of course, ma'am. Sorry for the delay. We'll get you on through the portal real quick. Uh, this way." And they part ways, and they sort of just usher you through the portal. None of you have ever been through this portal before. You really don't even know anyone who's gone through it. It's sort of like on your bucket list to like get through this portal. So this might be a big deal for your character. Um, and as soon as they part ways, Distress Bell is going to quickly move through the portal. Do any of you have any concerns about traveling via portal? I mean, is that scary for any of you?
If by concern you mean cartwheeling through it, then no.
Rayleigh is cautious, but she's wowed. She's very like awestruck right now.
Yeah, there's probably a part of Zene that's a little like, is this smart? But she's not gonna be the one to back down or look nervous. So she'll still be standing tall, strutting through.
Yeah, and Tomer's going to keep his poker face. He's a little nervous, but he's definitely been through a lot. So what's a portal, you know?
All right, so you walk through the portal, and
Cartwheel.
sorry, you use your individual mode of transportation through the portal, and as soon as you walk through this portal, you find yourself in the forest. Like it's not city. Most of you are probably feel very foreign in this place. There are bugs, there are birds, there are it's wild. um, and that may not be something that you're used to. And Distress Bell continues walking at the same pace, hurried pace that they had been. Um, and she says to you in your minds, "I must take you to see the Keeper of Death. He will know what to do with the invaders."
I'm sorry. The what now? The keeper of death? Did you say? The keeper of death. I just walked through a portal with a strange plant. No offense. She looks at Zene. And you want us to see the keeper of death.
We do not have time to delay. If you will not help, you may turn around. I will take the rest to see the Keeper of Death.
She takes a deep breath in, lets it out. All right, but you try anything. And she points up to the top of her head, and there's a little electrical mote zipping back and forth on top of her head. It's like a little ball of electricity that's just going all over the place above of her head. If you try anything, that it's not going to look so friendly.
It does not currently look friendly.
That's the idea.
I do not understand your ways. Please, follow me. And it's honestly a pretty short little walk, maybe 20 minutes. And you come across this clearing with a little building in it. And this building seems to be made of vines and plants. And it's sort of like a pre-modern structure, like you would find in a lot of like Native American um, huts and stuff, but it's made of vines, and they appear to be alive. The vines do, not conscious, but alive, growing. Um, and you, Belle walks up to the clearing, and she says, "Hello, I am Alarm Bell 4." And out of this small hut walks another being that looks to be of the same race as Alarm Bell, and um, he sort of like blinks his bulb head once, and Alarm Bell stops mid-sentence. Like, I am Alarm Bell 4, and then like stops saying the rest of what she was going to say. And this new character walks up to you and says, "Hello, I am Death Keeper Sage. Pleasure to make your acquaintance."
Danae says, and how exactly did you get that name?
It was assigned to me, for I am the Keeper of Death.
Right. Care to elaborate on that Keeper of Death part?
It is my job to track down those that harm my people, and I will go to whatever length I must to find them.
Got it.
Do you also have a job?
Well, I may be between some things, but
I am never between things.
well,
I am
congratulations.
Death Keeper Sage.
Right, right. Got the introduction. So, what do you need from us?
We must go to the location of the attack. It is roughly, and he looks at all of you, like scanning you up and down, a 24-minute walk for this group of humanoids. Please, follow me.
Yeah. If he starts walking, if Deathkeeper Sage starts walking, Ignis is going to get like a comfortable distance behind him and mimic the exact way he travels.
Okay. He's definitely not going to notice.
Yeah, he's not meant to. I mean, he's not being like secret about it, but he's just being ridiculous.
Okay. And then we move to a map. Oh, you can all move yourselves. Look at that.
And it's pretty neat. Keeps like a tab at the top of the screen.
Nice.
That's pretty handy.
Okay, so you should all see yourselves in the top right,
Yep.
and hopefully not the rest of the map.
Sorry. Okay.
It's okay.
Um,
So just a few requests from how I like to do combat on a screen like this.
Combat, you say?
Well, maneuvering, I should say.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Um, when you are moving your character around, I am totally fine with you guys moving your own character on your own free will if we are not in combat. What I ask is that you move one tile at a time so that I can react at the appropriate time for external triggers,
that makes
I
sense.
so
see.
that I can see it happening. Because if you go all the way across the screen, then that's not that's not what's really happening. You have to walk.
Yeah.
So yeah, you find yourselves in a clearing, and Deathkeeper Sage says, "It is here that the attack occurred. We must search for clues."
Clues.
Can I give a perception check to see if there's anything out of the ordinary? Well, I'm in a jungle, but um, anything that looks off? I don't know.
Someone is not moving themselves. Is that
I think that's me.
okay? Cool.
I'm catching up. Catching up.
That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, sure. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay.
Also, if I spacebar, it pauses, and I don't know if that stops you guys from moving yourselves. I'd like to try that. Can you move yourselves now? Yeah, you can. I don't know what game pause means.
So I think there is actually an internal game clock within Foundry that actually tracks like
Ah,
second by second the actual in-world game time.
gotcha.
And you can, I usually have it set off, but you can set it on. Oh goodness, that
That
looks
makes
like a
sense.
trail of blood.
Yes, so you see um these buildings that you've never seen before. They look like the one that Deathkeeper Sage walked out of. But they have some sort of like road coming out from them. You're not really sure at the distance you were at before what that was. Now that you've gotten a lot closer, you can see that these look um, like drag tracks,
Oh.
all sort of heading towards the same. Claire, in the distance, you can see um, some sort of uh, body or pile of stuff on your left, just on the edge of your vision.
Pile
Not
of
really sure what that is.
stuff.
Quick logistic thing. How do I move the map? I know how to zoom in
Oh.
and out and move
Right
me.
click.
Right
Right
click.
click and hold.
Yeah.
How do you right click on? Oh, I have a mouse. Got it. Thanks.
Yeah. Ignis is very curious about these red splotches.
Uh-huh.
So I'm gonna come over here and get a close look at these red splotches. I'm guessing this is one of the huts.
That is one of the huts, yes.
Okay. Do you need me to roll anything to take a closer look at these red splatches?
I don't think so. I think it's very apparent that that looks like blood.
Okay.
Claire, go ahead and stop moving, everyone. Claire, you are now close enough to clearly identify that as a body of some sort of human.
Okay. So Zenny is like, so deaf leaf over there. When you say clue like this,
And he walks over and he says, "This must be the body of one of the perpetrators. Perhaps it will give us information as to their whereabouts."
I feel like I'm playing Skyrim or something right now with like talking to different NPCs. I love it.
Dan, also, you see that this trail of blood that you've now investigated as blood leads into the door of this building that you're sort of standing right next to, that the drag marks come from.
Right. Is the door ajar or is it shut?
Well, it's not a door. It's like those. I forget what they're called, but those things that you like hang over doorways that are like,
Doorway beads.
yeah, but it's like really dense, so you can't see through it.
Oh, that's
But
annoying.
you'd have to like push your way through it.
Yeah, so Ignis will stand up from inspecting the blood and part this veil with two of his hands and thrust his head inside the hut to take a look around.
Please roll a dexterity save.
Oh no!
Reflex.
Reflex save.
Okay, because it matters, is this a spell or spell-like effect?
No.
Okay, so I don't get my cool little extra thing. All right. Oh man. Here we go. First, oh god,
Oh
it's
no.
terrible. That would be an 11.
All right. Well, you are going to take.
Some drugs?
Yes.
No, okay.
You're going to take 7 points of damage
Ow.
as a laser rifle fires into your body.
Ow! Ow! That's a third of my stamina. Oh my god.
And he
Okay.
says that the being in front of you, who is sort of half laying on the floor, clearly injured, says, "Stop right there. Not another step."
Can Ignis respond?
Yeah.
Oh man. Ignis shouts, "Hey man, what are you doing? I need all of this blood!"
The rest of you hear the laser shot that flies into Ignis, and you hear Ignis yell that. What would the rest of you do in that circumstance?
Are we in initiative order or can we
Nope.
just act? Okay. Rayleigh. She runs over here with her headphone weapon, with her gun, that and she just stands behind, Ignis, pointing the gun into the room, hopefully like over his shoulder or something, like off to the side if she can.
Okay. And would you automatically shoot at the suspect if you saw him?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Tolmar or Zene, would you either of you guys be doing anything right now?
Tolmer, he's gonna keep a little bit of a distance, but he is gonna unsheath his little sting pistol hidden inside his little cloak. Just gonna move over just one.
It's a kitty. Cat butt.
Okay. The weakened man on the ground is gonna say, "It was all going perfectly to plan, and then it came out of nowhere. It took down Joey too. I don't think I'm gonna make it very long either.
So Zene at this point is essentially following this trail of blood towards this opening, and kind of like yells and is like, everything good in there?
No, man! This dude just shot me! Freaking hurt!
Rayleigh steps up and she says, "What thing? What attacked you? What is this? Why are you here? Tell us what's going on."
Are you stepping like past the veil of the vines into the building, or are you
I
standing on the
think
outside?
I'm still over like Ignis's shoulder.
Okay.
Yeah, Ignis is not going to let anyone else forward because he heard the warning and he doesn't want anyone else to get shot. So he's kind of just in the way. But he will step to the side and just pull the curtain to the side so people can look in. So he'll just hold it open.
Okay.
The weakened being on the ground is gonna say, "There are too many of them. I'll never hold them off." And then you see him reach into his pocket and pull out a little pill and start.
Zene's like, wait, whoa, hey, we're good. We're not here to hurt you, but clearly someone has. Before you go taking that mint, you want to give us, maybe tell us what was happening here?
That's what you want, isn't it? For me to explain everything and tell you the whole plan? That's not how this works. And he puts this pill in his mouth.
Oh my god.
And you see him hold up the gun towards the door. And then he just falls over sideways.
Everyone hears Ignis under his breath mutter, "What an asshole!"
I think Talmer's gonna turn to what's his name? The Death Keeper of Death,
Deathkeeper Sage.
Death Keeper Sage, and say, who are these people?
That I do not know. We are here to gather information and find out who are these people.
At this point, now that Shooter McGee is dead, or at least seemingly dead, Ignis is going to walk into the building and rummage through the corpse for, like, looking for clues and identifying marks. And he's going to take that pistol because fuck that guy.
Okay. When you scrounge through his body, you don't find any identifying marks, which is really an identifying mark in and of itself. Like there are no like, like the corporations you're used to seeing or
patches, logos.
There's no ranking on the like clothing. There's nothing.
Is he wearing like armor, or is it like just
he's wearing sort
clothes?
of like, no, it's not civilian clothes, it's like camo. It's not like heavy armor.
So wearing fatigues.
Yes.
Okay. Can I tell what has basically killed him?
There is a huge, like, gash out of his midsection.
Like something slashed him, or that he was shot with something huge.
Uh, like something slashed him, like some sort of slice.
I see.
Can I roll a life science check on that?
Sure.
All right. $16. Do I recognize what might have made that slash?
You don't think that slash came from a sword or other, modern analog of a sword. That slash looks more like a claw mark.
Yeah, okay. Rayleigh just turns to the group and says, "We need to watch our backs. There's something out there. And that something killed him. Well, almost killed him."
Okay. So
Um,
what we know is, so Zene is kind of turning towards her and being like, so what we know is there's something dangerous and this guy died? Great. Great. Helpful information.
what kind of pistol was he holding?
It is a.
I'll go ahead and add that to my inventory
Uh-huh.
because I don't really have a whole lot going on over here.
I am looking it up.
In the meantime, can I go check out the other body?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So the other body has the same non-existent markings as this one,
Okay.
except this other body appears to have suffered like piercing wounds instead of a slashing wound.
Okay. No idea on what creature might have done this yet. So with a life science check, the DC for that, well, no, it wouldn't be because I can't see the creature. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm
Something
wondering
with
if you
big
could
claws.
do like a history check,
Ooh, okay.
because this is not necessarily like you've never been here before.
Culture?
You could do culture.
What about, like, are there any prints in the ground, like distinctive markings, or, I'm looking for like something like a dinosaur footprint, or is there any...
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check for that.
Okay.
Emma, do we have a result on your...
Yeah, mine was a 12 for culture. Not
Okay,
amazing.
you remember learning about wild beasts in the forest and the jungles on the planet, but you've never been here before and you can't seem to remember like a specific name or but there are quite a few wild beasts that live in these jungles with these people.
So, let me get this straight, guys. We're in Ukalam, right? I mean, that's where these portals go. Like, Ukalam, the continent. This is a big deal. I remember learning about beasts and scary animals that live in the jungles of Ukalam, and I'm not feeling too comfortable right now with what's happening, so we should really be careful.
Tommy, my perception check was a 16.
Okay. Dan, the weapon on this being is a sniper rifle. It is a pinhole rift rifle,
Oh my god.
and I wrote that in the chat so you could look that up.
Okay. Oh my god. It's a sniper rifle?
Yeah.
Range.
Oh, wow, okay. Well, I can't use that because I don't have sniper proficiency. So instead I'll just take the battery out of it.
Okay.
Do I find any dinosaur footprints?
You do. So it looks like a four-legged creature has wandered around this area, and you also find like purple sap maybe,
I was just
Oh,
about to ask what that
or
is.
maybe it's you're not quite sure what that is.
okay. I'm assuming, well, I'm not assuming because I'm gonna ask. The footprints, are they clawed, hoofed, or like, do they look like toes?
They're clawed.
Oh, great. Uh, okay. Well, armed with
Would you
that information,
prefer hoofed or
I'm not exactly sure what I was hoping to get out of that, but uh, I don't know. It's all bad from here on out. So Agnes is gonna walk up to this house
Mhm.
and instead of sticking his head through, he's gonna knock on the side of the door and be like, "Anyone in here? Please don't shoot."
There is no response.
Okay, and then so he'll open a tiny portion of the veil and just like peek around the corner.
Um, Inside you see some maybe like uh, a bed made of vines and like a small end table made of like a tree trunk. There's no one inside, and it looks mostly undisturbed, aside from this like trail of like things
Dra-
dragging on the ground.
Drag marks,
Between
yeah. Okay. Uh, I look over my shoulder at Deathkeeper Sage, and I ask him, "Hey, what's all this stuff in here? Do you recognize any of it?"
Yes, this is how my people live. We live in simple buildings with humble furniture.
Hmm.
So Zene is kind of like, wait, let's establish some things. So you know this place. This is where your people,
Yes,
but you don't know the guy that just died.
no, they are not
So
from here.
so are they the ones that attacked?
I believe that is the case.
Okay. So seems like you guys were able to put up a decent fight. Where is everyone?
I do not sense anyone nearby in the village.
Ignis is going to start creeping along with his face kind of staring at the ground, following these drag marks,
Mm-hmm.
because it looks like they're all kind of going in this direction.
That direction.
Mm-hmm.
Zene is also curious about the drag marks, but isn't really like kind of just wants to cut through to the end.
Gotcha.
I'd like to ask the keeper of death if this purple sap on the ground does this come from a creature like you?
No, it appears to be the blood of a coral.
What
Coral?
is
Coral?
that?
They are beings of the forest that we cohabitate with.
Oh man, we're about to get clever girled.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Oh, don't like that.
Oh man. I'm gonna stick with the group. I'm gonna come up here with. I'm not gonna follow the purple
Yeah,
sap.
yeah,
I'm coming this way.
that's a good idea.
I'm
Oh
gonna use
my
my
God.
common sense here.
All right. So, okay, quick question. Is this purple sap? No, Deathkeeper Sage, he just said it was blood, basically?
Yes.
Yes.
So I'm
Okay.
assuming that it's injured.
Miguel, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Miguel, as a mystic, you know a bit more about life science than I probably do. Would you be
Right.
able to roll a life science check on that? I
Yeah.
don't know, is that too metagamey, Tommy?
Fine with me.
Cool.
Cool.
While that's happening, Zene is kind of like, so what about these drag marks? Is that something this creature would have done?
No. These drag marks are new.
Hmm,
17 on that life science.
not bad.
Yeah, I mean it has the consistency of a life force liquid. Um, you think that in order for there to be this much blood on the ground, that being probably had to be pretty injured or pretty large.
Um, don't like that. Yeah. My concern is if we follow that blood trail, then we're gonna come across a really injured, pissed off dinosaur type thing.
Just wonder why there's a trail going one way and the other one going the other way.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I
follow the blood.
Zene's almost feeling a little bit more like kind of like, well, if I'm gonna follow the sap or the trail, the fact that they're all leading from these huts seems like I don't know how creature like that is.
Okay, so you guys want, it looks like all of you have decided to follow this trail over towards the edge of the map. Is that correct?
I mean, I'm super curious to see what this break in the bush goes to. Like, it's just as like that seems like a really bad instinct to follow right now. But I am like I'm twitching with how bad I want to go take a look. Uh, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna resist. I'm gonna resist.
All right.
Um,
So, if off the left of the map, we transition over to the river scene. So go ahead and
okay.
flop over to that. And you should be able to see the whole thing because I did not restrict vision on this
Oh
page.
god, it swims. No.
Where
Oh,
is
my
I
map
gotcha.
hasn't.
I'll pull you.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
please.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
Oh, it's a fucking crocodile.
We are so fucked.
Oh no. Oh no. This is real bad. Oh.
Oh yeah.
That looks like a destroyed piece of a boat. This thing. Oh, I can't ping. I don't know how to ping. But that looks like a boat oar. Over there. Yeah, it's a crocodile. I don't like it.
Hmm.
It's, yeah, I'm staying up here, boys. I'm gonna be up here on this little ledge.
Could everyone give me a perception check?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Let's see.
Why would you want us to do that?
It's like we hear the ticking of a clock.
9. Fucking 9.
Oh, I have rolled so consistently bad this whole session.
Oh no.
18.
Wait, hey, did mine even get recorded? I'm not seeing
It
it.
did.
Let's see it.
It's under.
Easy 51.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Oh, weird.
I rolled an 11. So,
All right. So Um,
God. Oh no.
let's see, Rayleigh. There's a large river in front of you.
Yeah, there is.
It's pretty. The ones you've usually seen are much more polluted than this.
You know it's bad when the GM says, there's a thing on the map that you can see as a player right now. Sorry, go ahead.
Um, Ignis the Shrapnel Baron, and you see in front of you, and everyone who got higher. It looks like you said, like you thought. There's like a wooden, um, some sort of like wooden device on the right hand side, maybe that would fit in your hand.
Yeah.
And Tolmer and Zene, you both see this blue dot in the middle of the river. It looks like you can actually see through the water here because it's so clean. And you see sort of at the bottom like a small thing made of metal. You're not really sure what it is. It's quite small. It would fit in your hand, but it's sort of like leaving a little shadow from the top of the water.
Oh, I don't like it. I don't
A
like it.
little metal orb.
Hmm.
Is this something that Zene could do like a mysticism check on, or?
Sure.
Okay, let's go with that then.
What would be super helpful in this situation is if any of you had the cantrip Mystic Hand.
Yes.
Psychokinetic
I do.
hand. Love
I
that.
do have that. Definitely forgot about cantrips.
Those things are so. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm not going in that water.
Yeah, I have psychokinetic hand.
Okay.
So, I think she's still gonna do the mysticism check first,
Okay.
just in case there's something sketchy going on with this.
Low one. Roll low one.
Don't do it.
I rolled 2 ones.
What?
11.
Um, you feel that there is nothing mystical about the world around you at this moment, except for how mystically enticing these forests are and this clean water.
Okay, in that case, Zene is gonna use psychokinetic hand. Um, so if the object is, 1 bulk or less, gonna
Mhm.
try to like lift it out of the water and then.
So you send the hand down to the bottom, and the hand is able to grab onto whatever this is, and it seems to be able to lift it.
Okay.
As the hand gets to the top of the water and clears the surface of the water, I think Ignis the Shrapnel Baron would very, very quickly recognize this as a grenade.
Oh, Ignis, upon seeing this grenade, goes, "Oh, gimme, 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 come on, let me see it."
Okay. Chill, dude. Um, so Zene kind of just brings it towards the shore.
Rayleigh chuckles at Ignis.
Tomer's gonna take a step back.
Can I see it? I'm guessing I'm able to tell if it's armed or not.
It is not armed.
Okay, that would be terrible.
You just bring it to you and then blow up.
I'm like, that'd be kind of on theme at this point.
Yeah, so this appears to be you inspect it. I'm assuming Zene lets Ignis inspect it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Once Ignis has it, he just lets the hand go and is like, yeah.
Okay. It appears to be a web grenade MK1.
Oh, nice.
So Zene has shifted her attention to this little wood thing, art,
Mm-hmm.
and is interested in trying to pick that guy up too.
Mm-hmm. I think the hand is not able to like freely lift it, but you're able to do like some sort of like drag motion with your hand. Um, and you are able to bring it over to you guys. Um, could everyone trying to figure out what kind of role I want here.
Initiative.
I will take. Oh, why does it do this? Page auto scrolls to the bottom every now and then.
Weird.
Really screwing me up. I will take engineering, culture, or computers.
Okay.
Culture it
engineering.
is.
Culture it is.
Roll. God damn it. I don't think I've rolled over 10 this entire session. That's an 18 engineering check for Ignis.
Did you say culture, engineering, or
Computers.
computers? Okay.
Alright, I'm doing culture.
Same.
Not bad, not bad.
Okay. Those of you who rolled culture, assuming okay, that's a good enough roll. Those of you who rolled culture, you sort of remember reading about some sort of instrument that people used to use a long time ago. Um, and you remember it had to do with like navigating bodies of water. Um,
Tommy,
yeah.
being 500 and something years old, would I know what this instrument is?
Uh, yeah, I think you would.
Okay.
Uh, it looks to you like it's an oar.
Womp womp.
Oh.
Wow.
Uh,
Sweet. Okay.
The engineering check reveals that this is likely used to move water.
at this point, Ignis is gonna look back over at Deathkeeper Sage and ask, "Hey, that creature you were talking about earlier, does it swim? Is that a thing it does?"
Deathkeeper Sage is going to his light head thing is going to blink a couple of times. And he's going to say, I do not recall ever witnessing a coeurl swim.
This might be something else.
Yeah, or it's so as a player, this is what I'm thinking. Either these people in the combat fatigues dragged a boat into the water and then lost an oar to paddle wherever, or this was just some boat that used to belong to these people, given that the oar is so kind of archaic and the soldiers stole it. Or they used it to escape wherever they went.
Mr. Death Keeper Sage, was it?
Yes. I am Deathkeeper Sage.
Right. Thank you. Do your people bleed red blood?
That's a good question, Emma. I don't know the answer.
They don't.
Is it green?
I don't think they have blood. I think they would bleed water.
Okay.
Yeah.
My people do not have the same life organisms as many other beings on this planet. We are made of more natural components.
So Zene can talk to plants. Um, can she ask the bush what they know?
What? Can you read the spell or read the ability?
Okay, so that actually is a good. So this is one of those things where I was like, should I be changing anything with the like
Ooh. You know what?
species change because it's an Arathi
Go with it.
trait?
Okay.
Do it.
What does it say? Do you have it written down?
Um, I wrote down can talk to plants and can intimidate plants using one resolve point. It's called tree speech. I can look it up to get more
Okay.
details if you want.
I have to determine a tree's intelligence at the moment in my head. That's a little difficult. Um, yeah, you can ask the bush. What are you asking the bush?
Um, do you know what happened here or what caused these drag marks?
Bush will reply with very fragmented thoughts and does not have a speech pattern. It's more like noun, noun, noun. It will say beings, drag, gone, water.
So then Zene is going to ask, do you know these beings? Are they new or old?
Old friend, gone.
Hmm.
Oh.
So the Deathkeeper Sage's friends escaped would be kind of what it sounds like to me.
Sound?
Death
I
keep. Go ahead.
I think you're on the same line of thought. You go ahead.
Death Keeper. Um, you said your people were taken?
Yes, they communicated to the alarm bells the images that you were shown. I believe you were shown them.
Yeah, that was a lot to have running through your head. Um, but yeah, um,
That is the only report we received before we lost contact.
Zene is going to ask the bush one more thing.
Okay.
Is the water safe for me?
Water, life, blessing.
Sounds about right. Um,
Rayleigh takes a rock. She throws it in the water. Does anything happen?
How strong is she?
Actually, pretty strong. Um, so Rayleigh is a Lashunta woman. She has antenna at the top of her head, and she has like sinewy muscle all over her body. Um, the it's hard to tell exactly like what she looks like, what her arms would look like right now, but because she's wearing her jacket over it, but you can tell she's got quite a build, and she has a strength mod of +3. Do you want me to roll a
Okay.
strength check?
Nope. She picks up a rock. She takes the first rock. She chucks it, accidentally throws it too far. It goes across the river. Picks up a second rock. She chucks it. It lands in the water, and it goes boop, and sinks to the bottom. And nothing appears to happen.
Hmm. Uh, so Ignis is going to ask Deathkeeper Sage is if there's any other villages or places that belong to his people down this riverway.
This riverway leads to the ocean. I think it has a name. It's on the Castrova map. I'm gonna look it up. Leads to the
Western Sea.
Western Sea. There happen to be no other villages between here and the Western Sea. There are many other villages of my people among the northern steppes. I believe there may be more clues in the village.
Okay, so it sounds like we might need to go back there.
Yeah, Rayleigh
Yeah.
nods, and she'll start walking back that way.
Seems like the creature just dragged them into the river and
Or maybe the people. Oh, okay. Do you think the people that took your people, Deathkeeper Sage, do you think they maybe got injured and then ran away to the river with your people? Maybe they were attacked in your village. Deathkeeper, you said that your people, they live symbiotically with the Coeurls. Yeah?
Yes, we live in the same environment.
Do the Coeurls have claws? Do they have teeth? Can they
Yes.
slash at things?
They can do all of those things.
Would they protect your people if your people were in danger?
No, we merely inhabit the same place.
Would they
Oh.
attack someone who invaded that place?
Would you defend your home?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop right there.
Dan found a little something.
Can I make a perception check to
Sure
see
can.
if that is alive? Oh, that's what I suspected.
What?
Please, God, roll well. All right, that's much better.
Oh, shoot.
That's an 18.
The being does not look alive.
Okay.
There is no breathing. There is a visibly large puddle of what you've been told is this being's blood underneath it.
Okay. Oh God,
Yikes.
this poor thing just got obliterated.
It's like
Yeah.
a little cat. Oh.
Okay, so as we get closer, can we? I'm assuming that the sniper rifle we found is probably what was used to shoot this.
You want to... Oh, there's no investigation anymore. I guess it's life science, right?
It would be survival.
Right?
Survival?
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
Survival's fine.
Or perception.
Oh, that's awful. I'll use perception because my survival is very bad. So perception. Let's see. Come on, Nat 20. All
Nice.
right.
There are a bunch of different entry points of swords and bullet wounds and other things into this creature.
No. Poor guy.
Can I do a life science check to maybe determine, I don't know, maybe the age of the creature or if it's
Sure.
just whatever I can figure out. If it's a youngling or a full-sized, 13.
It... I don't want to say it looks full-sized, because there's no such thing as looking full-sized.
Right.
This is as large as these beings get. You can tell by comparing the foot size with the head size. and the ratio therein.
Tommy,
Hmm.
do given that I've just got a natural 20 on my perception check,
Yeah,
do I see this fucking thing down here?
you do. You do, and I need some initiative.
No! Oh,
Oh, and so it begins.
Here we
Oh.
go.
You guys
God.
hear a loud hiss from
Okay,
the forest to your south.
great. That's cool.
Why didn't I roll initiative on Foundry? So weird.
I rolled a 15.
I gotta see what I need to add to my initiative.
Oh, come on! Did anybody else see that?
No.
It went to a 20,
And then it dropped.
and then it rolled back to an
That
8.
was
Oh.
tragic. That was tragic to watch.
It really was.
Okay.
I've got a
Dan,
9.
you have what?
Dan, what was your initiative?
I rolled a 15.
Okay. And Claire and Miguel?
18.
Also 18.
Okay.
9.
Oh my god.
Claire or Miguel, do you have an opinion as to who goes first?
Highest initiative modifier goes first.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be me.
All right. You have first turn.
Ugh. Ugh. Love that for me. Okay. Well, Zene is gonna take out her her fun little chitin blade, two-handed blade she's got going on. And I guess face the hissing sound.
Okay.
Does any know like where the hiss is? It just like
It's fairly obvious. It's like coming from the southeast between the two gaps of trees.
okay?
From
So then, yeah,
behind
she's
behind
gonna
the
stay
corpse.
put and just get ready to rumble.
Okay. Do you want to hold an action? It's not called hold an action, but
You can
same
delay. Yeah, you can delay your initiative till
Oh, that
later.
sounds great. Yeah.
I think you would need to do your full move action, or you'd need to delay your whole turn till later if you wanted to do that, and it changes your initiative till later.
Nah, I'm just gonna take the sword out and
okay.
yeah.
Tolmer.
I'm guessing this big creature's kind of in our way, huh?
Yeah, it's kind of in your way.
But it's
It's not. I mean, I would just say it's like difficult terrain. It's not like hugely in your way.
right. I think I'm use an action just to unsheath. Well, no, I guess I'm already holding my little pistol from earlier. I'm just gonna do a whole move action, and then I'm just gonna try to just go around this beast to kind of get an angle on it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go around. What is that setting? So that's fine. I'm guessing this is a bush, right? Not a tree.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. Okay. So it's 35 and oops. Ooh, okay. Sorry. Don't want to climb on there.
I climb it.
I'm going to kind of position myself right next to. Come on,
Okay.
move over. Right there.
You gonna shoot?
Should I shoot just yet? No, I'll just end it right there.
Okay. Ignis.
Oh boy. Okay. I don't know why this isn't showing up, but I'm going to move a little bit. I'll look up this web grenade really quick. Where are you, web grenade? There you are. Okay. We're gonna, oh man. Guessing, all right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. We're gonna move right here behind Big Boy.
Okay.
And then, because this thing is, it's aggressive, right? It intends to hurt us, I would imagine.
Yeah, I could make you roll for that, but unless you roll incredibly low, the answer is going to be yes.
I'm gonna pull out my new nifty little web grenade, and everyone will see the skin of Ignis's arms kind of inflate a little bit as he goes to throw the grenade, and then like a burst of steam shoots off from behind his elbow as
That's so cool.
as his armor augment throwing arms allows him to throw the grenade farther without penalty. So you need to make a reflex save
Mm-hmm.
as I throw this grenade at you. And I need to beat a DC 5 check, which I think the only way I'd fail is to roll a natural 1.
My reflex is a 20.
Oh, well, you succeeded because my DC was 17. So let me see what happens.
It's half damage?
Well, the web grenade does not do damage. So it turns the terrain for 10 feet around the creature into difficult terrain.
Mm-hmm.
And that's basically all it does.
So there's no save on that, is there?
I mean, there's not really a need for a save because it
Right.
doesn't do anything to the target other than just make the ground really difficult to move through.
Sure.
So ideally what I'd like to do is cover the creature and then 10 feet forward of the creature, like in
Okay.
between us and it, to make that area difficult terrain.
Apparently this is more difficult than I expected. Something like that.
Sure.
Okay. Oh, it didn't draw.
I mean, suffice to say, we know the ground there is difficult.
There we go.
Cool.
It's a 10-foot radius. So yeah, it looks like you got it.
I guess I maybe should have made it a circle, but it doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, gets the job done. That's my turn.
Okay. That means it is the Coeurl's turn. The Coeurl is going to move forward.
Did I stop
To
it enough?
here?
Nope, I clearly did not. Oh no! I tried, boys. I tried.
And it is going to attack. It is going to
Don't like that.
roll to hit.
I I'm assuming it's attacking our mystic friend.
Yes.
Sorry, bud.
It's going to roll a 23 to hit. And
Oh,
I'll do
a 12 to hit.
Does a 12 hit?
So wait, so it rolled a 22 to hit?
It's hitting you twice.
Oh,
Two
okay. So
attacks.
22. Okay, 22 hits, 12. I'm guessing it's under
KAC, right?
KAC.
Yes.
So the second one is no good.
Okay, so the first one will do 6 damage.
Okay.
Terrible. That's terrible.
I was nervous.
Yeah, melee creatures in Starfighter are always awful.
Yeah.
It's a
They're-
baby.
Kick the baby.
It is Rayleigh's turn.
Okay. I think she hears some sort of a commotion down in the distance, and automatically her body begins to attune to energy mode. And her body, like, pulses with electricity. Like, it starts at the top of her head and it just, like, shocks all throughout her body. And she has now attuned to energy mode. And then she will run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 as her first action. And then as her second action, she's going to run again. But while she runs, during her first move, she's going to holster her weapon in her belt. And then as she runs forward for the second part of her movement, she reaches up into the sky above her head. And that same electricity mote that was zipping around back and forth above her head coalesces into the palm of her hand, and she pulls a fist around it. And as she does so, the energy that's like crackling around her body, this electric blue, it all winds up in her hand, and then it forms a knife that is an electric blue knife. And she runs 5, 10, 15. Oh, right there. Yeah, that's her turn.
Okay.
Okay.
That will make it Zene's turn.
Okay. So Zene is first going to run forward, and I don't remember Zene's speed. Which
Should be 30, I think.
sounds about right.
6 tiles.
Okay, let's go with that. So 1, 2.
You are now scrambling over a dead beast.
Yeah.
You can hit it from there.
Okay, from where I'm at.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then yeah, gonna try to do that. Let's see. 1, 3, 20. I forget. Do I add things to this?
Yes. I don't know what you're doing, but the answer is yes.
Probably yes. Okay.
So you're, are you shooting or are you hitting in melee?
I'm hitting in melee, so add my melee bonus.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
Nice.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then I assume I do the thing where I see how much it hurts.
Yep.
Yep,
Um,
that will hit.
cool. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh goodness. I can type. Don't worry. Here we are.
Plus 3?
Oh, do I add it again?
Do you have a your melee weapon? It would be whatever your level is. So add 3 to your damage.
So
Okay.
7
So
damage.
7.
Okay, you slash into it, and you see it starts to bleed a little bit of that purple. I don't want to call it blood because it's a little thicker than that. It's like an ooze.
Hmm.
Um, that's gonna make it Tolmer's turn.
Okay. So let's see here. Tolmer, after taking the hit, he's going to cast a little spell called Reflecting Armor. So a little light is going to kind of start in his chest and slowly just encapsulate him in this shimmering, faint, I guess you could almost say, force field. Um, and he's going to take a shot with his little sting pistol. Let's see here. So that would come out to, I think that's what, 9 to hit. Which I'm guessing does not hit.
That is not going to hit. As you reach your arm out to take a shot at this beast, it's going to pick up one of its claws and scratch at you.
Hmm.
And that's going to be a 22 to hit
Okay.
for 3 damage.
Oh my
I'll take it.
god.
I'll take it.
Don't like that.
It is Ignis's turn.
Okay. Um. Okay. Yeah. We're going to we're gonna take a step back. We're gonna nope. Go nope. That's a wall apparently. Well, poo. But this thing is large, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's huge,
Okay,
actually, right?
so our mystic friend
No,
is
it's it's only large because the tail is the third set of squares.
Got it.
oh, I see. So our mystic friend here is not going to be providing cover if I were to shoot it, right?
Right.
Okay, cool. Because I don't want to throw an incendiary grenade because that might be bad. So instead, we're gonna pull out a pistol and try to shoot it right between the eyes. So here we go. Here we go. Oh, come on! It's 17, so close. So that's a 14 to hit.
14 will not hit.
I did not think so.
Emma, I have a quick question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do attack of opportunities use your reaction, or
They
are
do.
they? Okay.
So yeah, you would not be able to take another AOO this turn or this round.
Good to know.
And then I will take a step back.
Okay.
Because why not? I think that is my turn. Yeah, that's it for me.
Okay. This is a time to explain to what this thing looks like. It looks like a large jungle cat, except you take the front legs and you elongate them, so it's like taller in the front than it is in the back. And then coming out of each of its shoulders are long tentacles that
Oh,
have barbs at the end.
is this like a displacer beast?
It's it's a beast that canonically lives on Casterville.
Okay. It sounds like a displacer beast. I don't like it. Oh no.
Um,
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay, so it's now its turn, and it looks furious. It is super pissed. And it's going to. I'm going to roll a d3 to see who it wants to focus on this turn.
Not me.
Lovely.
Not me.
Ooze.
Don't do it.
Bring it on.
It's going to be Tolmer.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh, we hardly knew ye.
And it's going to. Both of its tentacles on its shoulders are going to reach in and try to grab each of your arms.
Oh no.
ow.
Oh, buddy.
Oof.
First attack is a 10 to hit.
No good.
Second attack is a crit fail.
Nice.
Nice.
Good
Um,
shit. Good shit.
Yeah.
Oh man. No bad touch for you.
Um, that would make it Rayleigh's turn.
Okay. Rayleigh takes her knife that she just pulled and she holds it in front of her with the sharp part of the knife facing out like this, and she just stabs
Stab, stab.
into this creature. Okay, she will do that as a full attack action, so she is going to stab twice with her solar weapon.
Okay.
Does a... what is that? Does an 18 hit against its KAC?
I think you need to take the -4.
That's right. Does a 14 hit against KAC?
14 does not hit.
Okay.
Oh god.
Dang.
And
Stab in the
then
ground.
second hit does a... oh. Does an 18 hit against KAC?
An 18 does hit.
Okay.
Thank god.
Minimum damage for 7. Cool.
That's still a lot of damage.
It is a lot of damage, yeah. So she stabs 7 piercing damage against this creature, and that is her turn. Oh, also at the beginning of the turn, she has to pick a mode that she attunes to. She is going to attune again to the energy mode as her body starts crackling even more with this blue lightning electricity.
Okay, it would be Zene's turn. Except this beast seems to be so fast. It moves so much quicker than you guys are used to. And it is going to interrupt the thought of Zene's turn with some attacks on Rayleigh.
Oh.
This is
Okay.
like legendary actions in 5e. You made
exactly
a
what
creature
this
with
is.
legendary actions.
exactly what this is.
I don't like
A
it.
speedy boy.
Oh my god. Oh.
All right.
So there are-
2 claw attacks on Rayleigh. The first one's a 24 to hit.
Jesus.
No.
The second one is a 13 to hit.
The first one hits. Second one does not.
3 damage.
3 damage. Noted.
Okay.
Yeah, so there aren't any. It's interesting you bring this up because there are not any Starfinder like legendary actions in rules as written. But one thing Mitch mentioned last campaign in Volume 1 was like, I wish there were like legendary action creatures in Starfinder.
Well, there are multi attacks,
There are multi attacks, yeah.
and so all I've done is split the multi attack into
Yeah, exactly.
different timings.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Then it'll be Zenny's turn.
Cool.
Okay.
Kill it. Kill it
so-
now.
So this double attack thing, is that just like if I don't move? What?
You're not sure. Oh, are you asking about a full attack? Or are you
Yeah.
asking
Oh!
Yeah, correct. I am not sure.
I was just waiting, like, is it...
I thought you were asking about this being's attack and when it got to double attack.
Oh no! I'm like,
Yeah, so if you don't move, you can take a -4 to both attacks to do 2 attacks in 1 turn.
Oh my god.
Okay. Oh, that -4, man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
It's
brutal.
well balanced because it hurts.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Is it just -4 to hit or?
Yeah.
-4 to hit.
Yeah. It does
Okay.
not. It does not impact your damage, but it just makes it harder for you to hit your target.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's try that out. So let's see.
Hey, those of you in stream, thanks for watching so far. Hope you're doing well. Got like
Watching us get eviscerated.
yeah, got like 7 or 8 people have
Cool.
joined us so far.
Oh,
Fun.
nice.
Oh, man.
Yep, I know.
Yeah.
In big leagues now.
What you got, Claire?
I just keep turning red.
Don't worry about it.
Is it a 1?
I got an 8 and a 5.
Okay,
Hmm.
that's fine. You missed.
Yep.
Oh
Um,
boy.
But in
I
return,
want-
it still has a mouth, and it would like to bite you, except it only rolled an 8.
Well, that's good.
I hope.
So
Yeah.
that makes it Tolmer's turn.
Okay, let's see here. Tolmer, he's gonna kind of lift up his arm a bit. He's gonna cast Mind Thrust towards
Oh god, yes.
this creature.
Ugh.
So let's see here.
The mysterious shy guy in the back doing all the damage.
So it's gonna do 2d10 damage.
Dang.
That's a 13 damage.
So it's will save for half, Tommy.
Okay, thank you. I was like, what do I need to roll? Well, that's a 7. So you're gonna do that 13 damage.
Nice.
Yes.
Thank
Oh
you.
god.
He's starting to get a little cut up.
Starting to. Oh Jesus.
That makes it Ignis's turn.
Okay. We're done with this. So, hold on, I need to check the radius of this. Okay, good. Ignis reaches down onto his belt and retrieves one of the contraptions that dangles there. He pulls a pin and he lobs a grenade. I can't roll a natural one. I don't. As a full round action, I'm throwing this grenade. It is a mind spike grenade. And I need you to make me a will save.
Did you just mind thrust with a grenade?
Mind spike.
How about
Kind of?
a 19?
That it. Oh, let me double check, please, God. No, I don't know if that's gonna do it. I think 19 is the DC. Is he taking any penalties for anything?
No, not right now.
Okay, let me. Okay. Okay, yeah, that 19 is the DC. So I
Good
think,
old meet it to beat it.
yeah. So you take a whopping 1d4 damage. 4,
Ooh.
I'll take it. I'll take it. But you are not dazed.
Oh,
So
how disappointing.
it extremely disappointing. Yeah.
Right, it is its turn. It's going to turn and look at.
Oh wait.
Okay,
You actually only took 2 damage.
I took half of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm rereading the grenade. Yeah. Ugh. Crap.
It's going to turn and attack. Rayleigh.
Okay.
And again, the 2 tentacles are going to come down and try and grab each of your arms.
Oh, I don't like that. What is this against? Is this against like KAC plus 8?
No, it's just KAC.
Okay.
16
That matches.
and 18.
Yep.
Totally doesn't hit. Doesn't hit.
Okay. Both tentacles latch onto you and squeeze your arm, causing you pain when they hit.
Okay.
And the other one comes around, and then they both pull on your arms.
Ew.
Okay.
You,
And you are going to take 20 points of damage.
What? Oh, we're gonna
Oh
die.
my god.
It's okay. I'll save everybody.
Okay.
That escalated quickly.
So fast.
Oh my
3 damage.
God.
3 damage. 20. Oof.
All right. Is it Rayleigh's turn now?
It is.
Oh yeah.
I'm really glad I'm in the back.
So at the beginning of the turn. Ooh. Okay.
Blow them up.
She attunes to the energy mode. And she is now fully attuned to the energy mode, with electricity crackling around her entire body. And she looks as if she's going to let out like a discharge of some sort from all of her like the different like the boundaries of her body where this electricity is. It looks like it's just going to explode in this electric discharge. And she does exactly that. And she is going to use her destructive discharge, stellar revelation. When you're fully attuned, as a standard action, you can deal 1d8 electricity damage plus 1d8 per Solarian level to one creature within 30 feet of you. Fortitude for half. So, I need you to give me a fortitude save.
Roll the 4. Oh, that might be good enough. 22.
God damn. Yeah, you pass. So, you're going to take half of 3d8.
4d8.
4d8, correct.
right?
Yeah,
1d8 plus 1 per level.
Yeah, that is correct. So let me roll another d8 on top of that. All right, you're going to take 7 points of electricity damage as it discharges into the creature right next to her through her hands.
The hair on this cat sticks straight up, and it now looks even bigger than it did before.
Lovely.
Uh,
And now she is no longer attuned, and all of the energy that was crackling around her body is no longer there.
All right. He's going to bat some paws at Tolmer. And we'll see what he does. The first one is not going to hit. The second one's not going to hit.
Nice.
It is Zene's turn.
Yeah,
Sorry.
we're gonna try that whole full attack thing again. See if we can't
oh,
better.
we're going
Feeling a
for
little
it.
stubborn with this one.
Oh no.
Got one more chance.
Oh God. Oh, rough.
Do you have spells, Claire?
Yes.
Cool.
The first one you rolled, you did not roll a d20
What?
You rolled a 1d8.
as
Where?
me, as my beast.
What?
Oh,
Baby
interesting.
coral?
That's weird. Yeah, just type in your dice string again.
Okay.
Hey, look at that.
Nice.
I'll take that one.
A
instead.
17 will hit.
Oh, nice.
Okay. And that was my first attack? Because things were weird, or that was my second?
No, it's your second attack.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, so then now I do the thing where I roll the other stuff. Yeah, I got it. Okay. So we've got um 6 plus 3.
Nice, max damage.
I will take it.
All right. He's going to look around for someone to bite, and with a 19, I believe that will hit. Who does he hit? He hits Rayleigh
Okay.
for 4 damage.
Uh-huh.
You hanging in there?
We're doing good.
Tolmer's turn.
All right. Homer, once again, is going to cast Mind Thrust. And let's see what we got. Oh, 18.
18 will hit.
Or 18 damage, sorry.
Oh, 18 damage. Oh, I need to roll a will save.
Yes.
10.
Oh, nice.
18 damage. All right. It is looking beat up.
It's still not dead. Oh my God. Oh my
We're
God.
getting there. We're getting there.
Ignis.
Oh my God. Okay. Oh Jesus. What do I want to do? Yeah, I'm gonna attempt to shoot it between the eyes again, because that went wonderfully. I'm gonna shoot twice. So, my bonus to attacks is 4, so I'm just gonna roll d20s. First shot. Oh, it was almost a 20!
No.
Oh, that's rough. All right, second shot. Come on, don't screw me. You screwed me. Why
Oh.
am I
In
so bad at this?
almost an unnatural quick reaction, one of these tentacles reaches out and jabs into you.
At me?
Yep.
Does that mean I'm not being held onto anymore?
It's got a reach of
You
15 feet?
yes.
Oh, that is awful.
Pause for effect.
You
Yes.
were not being held onto between turns. It's like part of the attack.
Oh.
It like grabs you and pulls you, and then
Yeah. It's giving you a Swedish massage. That's
Draws
what I
and
heard
quarters.
yes.
Great.
Okay, so let's see. The attack on that tentacle is going to be a 17
To hit me.
for yeah,
Yeah, that hits.
for 6 damage.
Owie. I don't like it. This is not great.
It's his turn now,
Lovely.
and he's gonna find a being to hit with his tentacles, which is whoever's in the middle, which is the Witch Warper, which is Zene.
Yeah.
Lord.
Here goes. First hit is 26.
Uh-huh.
Second hit is
Jeez.
a 12.
No.
Okay, so just 6 damage.
Just 6 damage.
Mhm.
Oh.
And then it will be
And
Rayleigh's
just-
turn.
Just to double check, does that
I
count?
love how, like, Deathkeeper Sage is in the back somewhere, just like he's eating popcorn. He's just having a blast. Like, well,
Excuse
guys
me,
handle that.
Mr. Death.
what an asshole! What an asshole!
Just a quick, so it comes out of stamina first, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
All right. This time, Rayleigh will attune to.
Drugs.
No, she is going to attune to the energy mode again as her body begins crackling with electricity lightly. And I think she is going to attempt. Oh, I could try it.
Might as well. Do it.
Its AC is at least. All right. What the heck? Why not? You see her do something with clearly something she's practiced before. She swings out with her leg in a spinning motion at the feet of this creature. And I need to roll against your KAC plus 4. Or no, it's KAC plus 8, but I get a plus 4 bonus because she's a tripping specialist.
Ooh.
Okay.
It is drugs.
Melee
Darn.
bonus. What is my melee bonus? It should be... whatever the electron blade is. Alright. God dang it. Alright, nope. It's a complete fail. That is her first attack. But that's her only attack. And then she is going to move 5-foot step in this direction.
Okay.
As a move action. And that is her turn.
It is going to take 2 paw swipes at Zene. The first one is a 14 to hit.
No.
The second one is a 13 to hit.
Nope.
Ugh.
And it is Zene's turn.
Okay, we are doing it again.
I am crossing my fingers. Do it. Murder it.
Got it. Got it.
Oh my
that's
gosh.
Wait.
Come on. Come
Got
on.
one more. You've got one more.
Miguel with
Oh,
his
the
mystic
anticipation.
abilities.
Ah,
An 11 will not hit.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is just
It is going to
unbelievable.
chomp at you again.
God damn it.
Going to chomp for not enough. That's an 11.
Oh.
This thing.
It
Just
is Tolmer's turn.
all right.
kill it.
We're going again.
Mind Thrust version 3.
Mind Thrust version 3, and this should be my last spell of the day, I guess you could say, for this level.
Oh man.
I know.
Worth.
Okay. Let's see here.
Whoa, those dice are cool.
He
I know,
rolled
I
a
was playing around
7.
for a second. It came out to 15 damage.
15 damage. How do you kill it?
Oh,
Ooh.
oh my God.
Let's see here. So, Tolmer, right? He's gonna have his arm kind of raised, almost like a movie I've seen, and he's just gonna close his fist. And does Mind Thrust do like any kind of physical?
It's kind of how you want to flavor it. It's technically psychic damage, right? So
Right.
It's in his head.
Yeah.
So right when Tolmer closes his fist, you're gonna see a trickle of just blood coming from the creature's eyes.
Oh, you crushed its brain.
you guys, we just killed the house
Scrambled.
cat of this jungle.
Good thing was angry. So angry.
Okay, you are now out of combat.
Oh.
You do turn around to figure out what in the world Deathkeeper Sage was doing, because he clearly didn't help you during that combat. He appears to be standing still, and his blinking bulb is blinking on and off very slowly.
Hey, Mr. Deathkeeper Sage, are you with us? Hello?
He doesn't respond at first. And he's like more back here.
Mhm.
That's not.
Where?
How do I ping a
Oh,
place?
I see your little.
You know, I honestly don't know how you ping, but yeah.
Okay, he's like back here. So I'm assuming you guys, walk away from these bodies a little bit when this is over.
Oh, I just moved Sunday. Sorry.
And he doesn't really respond right away, and then he all of a sudden starts bending down and reaches towards the ground with his arms. And then you see vines shoot out of his arms.
I am Groot.
And he says into your minds, "Return back into the forest." And these vines come up and they grow around the bodies of these two cats, and they sink the bodies of the cats down into the earth.
That's creepy.
And then he finishes with, "And be released once again."
God.
Where
Where-
is gonna be
Incarnation.
like that would have been useful about 3 minutes ago.
Everyone on this planet is an asshole. Like everyone we've met is such a jerk. That no one here cares. No one. Yeah, I think Ignis is going to walk over here and look for clues.
You see a small opening that leads into the forest that looks like maybe these beasts used to traverse the land.
Like
Um,
you're saying, like a game trail.
yeah,
I see.
but you don't. It doesn't look like it's been traversed by anyone who doesn't know these lands.
I see. Well,
Whoa.
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Uh, um, I think Ignis is gonna walk back up here in a little bit of frustration. There's like one of these houses we haven't looked in.
Well, there happen to be 6 houses.
Yeah, well,
Oh.
there's 4 of these houses we haven't looked in. So we should do that.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. Ignis is gonna let someone else open these doors.
I'll open it. I'm
Okay.
gonna.
You look inside, and it's another small hovel, like the last one that was empty. But make a perception check.
All right. Is that everybody or just Tolmer?
Um, everybody who's gonna walk into this building.
Oh my god, these dice rolls are something else.
Oh, is that a nat one? That was a nat one.
It
It
sure
was.
is.
Ignis rolled a 19 for his perception.
14.
For the viewers, I have a rule where on skill checks, if you roll a 20, you automatically succeed, and if you roll a 1, you automatically fail. And I know that's not standard Starfinder, but I think it's fun. So that's how I like to play. So Tolmer, you stand in this door opening that has these things hanging down, and you have a vine over each eye as you're standing there looking into the building.
Nice. Nice.
Nope. Room's clear.
Nothing in there. Ignis,
Thanks.
you see a small, like, it looks like a piece of paper that's been folded several times on the ground.
Okay. Because Ignis is now suspicious of everything. Does he see any kind of wire or trip sensor or anything connected to this stupid piece of paper?
It looks like a stupid piece of paper.
All right, he stomps over to this stupid piece of paper and
I'm gonna slide over.
he picks it up and he unfolds it.
It
So,
looks like, I'm using the wrong word here, and it's a word I wrote down, and I couldn't think of a better word. But it looks like the shipping, not manifest, but like contract details of a chartered flight from, wrote down cities here. Here we are. From Broken Mines, which is a city on Castrovel, to Volnti on Tabard Minor.
okay. Does anyone know what Tavern Minor might be famous for, or like if there's a giant corp there?
Can I roll a culture check?
Sure.
So I would like to know 2 things, and you can tell me if this is 2 separate rolls. And I'd like to argue for a bit of advantage on not like necessarily rolling twice, but like maybe a +2 bonus or something just because I am a Castrovel native, and also, like, I would probably know a bit about broken mines just because I was born 500 years ago and in stasis for a while, and there's a lot that happened in that time related to broken mines. Two separate roles, or what?
I
I'm
think you
gonna
only
do
said one
one
thing.
for sorry. So I'm gonna do one for broken mines and then one for Volnti in Tabard Minor.
Gotcha. I'm fine with it being the same role.
Okay. Ooh, nice. So it's a 16. Um, yeah. What do I
Okay.
know about broken mines?
Okay, so Broken Mines is it's a city. It's a smaller city on Castrovel. It is a city created by Formians
Mm-hmm.
who are no longer part of the hive.
Okay.
So they are Formians who have been disconnected from the hive. They are self-thinking individuals, hence the name Broken Minds.
Mm-hmm.
And um, the Shirins have worked to stop Formians from killing off uh, any Formian who disconnects from the hive, and instead have convinced them to allow them to live their lives in the city of Broken Minds.
Rayleigh communicates this. Okay. Well, this is a. I mean the city Broken Mines. I mean I know it's this place. It's like a safe haven for Formians that don't want to be part of the hive anymore. It's very strange. This isn't somewhere that many people just go visit. If you're going there, you probably have a reason.
And then the other half of that check is um, honestly easier for you to answer than me.
Do you want? Okay, so
Yeah.
yeah, I think what Rayleigh would know is that the Copaxi people live on Tabard Minor. They are coral people, like Coral, and they are like the evolutionary pinnacle, I guess, of, or like the modern, not pinnacle, but they are what coral might become if they became an intelligent species. And Tabard Minor is a planet out in near space. I don't think Rayleigh would know much else other than the Copaxi people live there and that, yeah, it's out in near space.
Um, I'm just going to assume that Ignis shares this piece of paper with the party, and that's how you found out and stuff.
Yep.
And
Hi, Invisible Dan.
And check.
I had to go
Uh,
get a drink of water, sorry.
How
You're
dare
good.
you? How dare you?
It was just weird that you were still here even though you were gone. And so, Deathkeeper Sage is going to say, "This is very interesting. I do not know much of this Broken Minds, but if the assailants here plan to travel from Broken Mines to Tabard Minor, then that is where I must go. Will you help me return to the city to research this journey in your libraries?"
So this is a lot to ask, Mr. Deathkeeper Sage. But you know what?
I am not asking for much, return with me to the city, and then you are free to go.
Oh, I misunderstood. Sorry. Yeah.
I was like, how do I clarify this? Show me where your font of knowledge lies.
Cool.
So yeah, assuming you guys are all on board, he's ready to go back through the portal. And you pass a distress bell on the way out, and she is guarding again now, waiting for the next emergency to signal the people.
I think Rayleigh just like awkwardly nods as she passes, like, yep, okay, hey again.
So, like I said, man, it's a planet filled with assholes. That's what this place is. These people feel like, oh yeah, we're here to keep death and protect, and then they just watch us almost get killed. Wow. Okay.
So yeah, you return to the city. As you pass back through the portal, the guy who was rather rude to you looks at Zene and sort of like does a little bow and is like, "Hope your expedition went well, milady."
Oh, yeah, learned loads. Thanks.
Did you hear that, Timmy? She learned loads. Timmy's just like, uh-huh. And then you guys go on.
As Ignis passes the guard, the one who made the stupid remark, he turns, looks at, and thrusts a finger at, and says, "You are not authorized!" And then continues with the group.
Yeah, and you guide him. I don't know if there's, I'm assuming there's some sort of modern library that's not a library anymore, a data font of some sort. And I mean, you guys all understand intuitively how to interact with this technology. This is completely foreign to him. So he because he's a being that doesn't really belong in this city, there's a little bit of respect of like, oh, you're a native, and like we need to help you out because you don't understand any of this. So he has some poor assistant that's sitting there at the computer, like that has to look up anything he asks for. And he just sits there for hours.
Excuse me, how do I text? Like, it's like my dad trying to use technology. Sorry, Dad.
And this assistant's like sweating profusely as they like try to answer the questions as fast as and that's where we will leave it for now. Part 2, we will see where this goes.
Thank you, Tommy. Thank you, everybody
Absolutely.
who's tuned in to watch. Yeah. Any words?
Thanks for hanging in there.
It was fun. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Definitely.
God,
I'm excited for part 2.
That stupid cat.
20-something points of damage.
Oh my god, it was just brutal.
And do
It's
not
just
make
brutal.
things easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I realized the character I built has a lot of versatility, but not a lot of damage. So that'll be interesting going into this next part. My rolls were so bad today. Like
Honestly, my rolls were pretty bad. Besides that one good hit I had, I missed a lot.
Thank God.
So a couple people are saying thanks for the stream. It was a lot of fun. Great work, Tommy. We have an emoji of a cat with sunglasses. Love it. Thank you all. Have a good night. I'm gonna end the stream.
yeah, thanks for coming, guys.
Oh, I should say 2 weeks from now, we are going to continue. So this will be most every other Thursday. We'll be doing our Starfinder stream, Adventure Chronicles Galaxy's Greatest. So thank you for being here. We appreciate it.
Hope you had fun.
Bye, everybody.
It was a blast.